What's up, ride-alongs? Welcome to the show. Today, we are going back to Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to get an update on Tyrone McAlpin. And if it's Tyrone, I'm seeing it both ways in the news, so I'm not really sure, sir. If you see this, I apologize. But we're going to go back and take a look at his video and see what the update has, what the news is putting out there about what has come about since this, I'll call it stop, beating, whatever you want to call it. Steve will put a link to our original video. We actually did a video on this. We broke it down a couple months ago. Steve will put a link to that in the description below. So if you want to go back, give that a watch, give it a watch. So let's take a look and see what's going on down in Phoenix. Roll it, Steve.
It's a 24-hour suspension. That's what these Phoenix officers are getting for repeatedly punching and tasering an innocent deaf man with cerebral palsy. Tonight, a lot of people speaking out about these new suspensions.
That discipline was just announced 7 months after that violent arrest. ABC 15 Chief Investigator Dave Biskuping exposed that video that led to all of this. And Dave's here to break down that fallout.
The police chief says the suspensions show that Phoenix is committed to accountability. The police union says the chief is pathetic for disciplining officers at all. And then there are others who say the chief, the police department, and the union have lost the public's trust. Tyrone McAlpin was arrested 7 months ago. Officers went after him based on entirely made-up allegations from another man. We broke the story. It immediately drew national outrage, so Phoenix opened an internal investigation. The result? The police chief issued 24-hour unpaid suspensions to the 3 officers involved. 2 of the officers will also be required to attend additional de-escalation training. What do you think about this announcement, this level of discipline for this case?
Well, it's obviously it's far too little, far too late, and it appears to be completely political in nature.
Jesse Showalter is one of Tyrone's attorneys. We asked him to respond to the discipline. So I'm going to read you something, a statement from the chief in this media advisory. He said, quote, "The decision to suspend the officers reflects our commitment to accountability and maintaining public trust." You were there, I was there. We watched in court when officers went in to testify against McAlpin that there were ranking members of the Phoenix Police Department in the Public Information Office who sat and watched that video, watched this hearing, watched this testimony, and no investigation was opened for another, week or two. And that's when, we did a story in this video, then went everywhere all across the country and the outrage grew. So what do you think about that statement from the chief?
It does not seem that they are at all interested in accountability. If they were interested in accountability, they would have come out 7 months ago and said, hey, we have a problem here.
The Phoenix Police Union also put out a statement about the discipline, saying they were appalled by the suspension and calling the chief shameful and pathetic. The union also claims Tyrone attacked the officers.
It should never be a surprise what the union says, because they have one job and one job only, and that is to prevent their officers from being held accountable. The union is just laughing at the general public. They're just laughing at the city of Phoenix, and
he's not wrong.
They really don't care about reality.
The union statement also provides inside information. It claims the officers were found in policy by Phoenix PD's Force Evaluation and Review Unit, but that was suddenly reversed due to public pressure based on biased media reporting.
If that is true, it should be terrifying. Because if that is true, what it means is that the city of Phoenix, its police department, trains officers that they can attack disabled people, African-American people, pretty much any member of the public
at any time
without any provocation based on false claims, and that is the city of Phoenix policy.
Chief Michael Sullivan declined our interview request, and Phoenix says that's because the officers can still appeal their discipline, and that process is still ongoing. I'm investigator Dave Biskuping, ABC 15, Arizona.
Dave, thanks. The NAACP on this also released a pretty lengthy statement. Let's get to it in part. It says, let's be clear, this is not accountability. This is not justice. There is no community trust when a black man is assaulted, arrested, and falsely accused by the police. There is no community trust when it takes 8 months to investigate an incident that the entire country witnessed. Tonight, you're watching new and exclusive video. For the first time, you'll see the man who is deaf, beaten and tasered by Phoenix police, give his side of the story. He's being recorded by officers inside the hospital right after that violent arrest. ABC 15 Chief Investigator Dave Biskuping broke the story.
And tonight, Dave's back with several new videos that reveal a lot more about what happened.
Thanks, Dave, for your videos.
This case is a messy one for Phoenix police. It's got the nation's attention. It's under internal investigation. It happened after the DOJ's investigation, and there's going to be a lawsuit. And the new video you're about to see will play a role in all of it. By now, you and millions of others have seen this video of this violent arrest. Officers jumping out of their cars, then punching and tasering Tyrone McAlpin. What you haven't seen is this video, taken 90 minutes later, showing Tyrone in the hospital. This is not a police interview, but officers are recording him. It shows a doctor or nurse asking Tyrone about his injuries.
The left side of your face. Okay. Were you punched? Did you hit your head on the ground? How did your face get injured?
Tyrone is signing at this monitor. On the screen, there's an interpreter.
He's doing sign language.
Trying to show gesture, and then the cop, and that's the cops that grabbed me. So I'm trying to show, like, hey, I came here pointing to my ears, and they stopped, and they grabbed me.
Okay.
Again, that's from Tyrone right after the arrest, before he's ever spoken to a lawyer. And to repeat, he says he raised his arms, tried to point to his ears, but officers grabbed him too quickly.
He was bringing his hand up to his ear.
Do you have any health problems or disabilities aside from being deaf?
Tyrone and his attorneys say he also has cerebral palsy.
So back when I was like 3 or 4 years old, I needed to walk with a walker.
Okay.
And I had braces on both of my legs.
Did you pass out?
With the taser.
Tyrone told the medical worker he had trouble seeing out of his left eye, plus neck pain, chest pain, trouble breathing, and when moving to lift his shirt, he yelped in pain. Now, we also got more body camera video that explains a lot more about what officers knew before and after the arrest.
Listen to this, people.
So let's start at the very beginning. This never-before-seen footage shows what the first officer was told, heading to a trespassing/fight call from workers at a Circle K.
Aggressor, white female? I wonder what he said. What the hell did he say? And that's a joke, by the way, body camera. It's a joke. I give you permission to laugh at the joke.
The officer joking with his own body camera is Officer Ben Harris. As he drives, dispatch clarifies the aggressor is actually a white man, something Officer Harris repeats to himself.
White male, 20s, gray shirt, blue shorts. White male, 20s, gray shirt, blue shorts.
There you go.
Officer Harris then arrives,
White male, 20s,
goes into the store.
Do you need him to leave?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think I'm
The man claims he was assaulted by multiple people, and outside he
your
points
man.
across the street. That's where Tyrone is walking.
You're alleging he assaulted you. Do you want him to go to jail?
Yes, he put his hands on me. I felt violent, and he was pushing me outside the door, and he was standing outside the door opening it saying,
Why don't you wait here for me?
Harris conducts no follow-up with store employees.
Hey, buddy, stop where you're at.
Now, we've shown what happens next plenty of times. We're not going to play it all in this report.
Apparently he's deaf, so signs, so I don't know.
So let's get to what happens after Tyrone is arrested. As other officers investigate, they continue to learn that what this guy claimed was false. In fact, back at the store, Circle K employees say he also got into a fight the night before with someone else.
He got into it with somebody in the parking lot.
The white dude.
The white dude got into it with somebody in the parking lot. That person hit him in the face and busted his face open. So he bled. The one that made the complaint today.
Yeah, because we could see when she showed up, you could see the blood on his foot.
Okay, that was from last night.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Because the one with the black guy today,
He's
they didn't
worried
even
now.
fight. I don't even
Now
think
he's
that he threw
worried.
a punch.
They were doing the boxing stuff, yeah.
They never did make contact. That they didn't. I'm telling. We were all standing right here.
You hear that?
The guy told him to leave. Like we were telling him to leave. The white guy wouldn't listen at all.
Right. That's what she was telling me.
Wouldn't listen. So then the black guy was like, "Hey man, leave.
This employee clarified Tyrone was actually motioning at the guy to leave.
So she was to leave with his hands because he cannot talk.
The workers say people at the store know Tyrone. He lives nearby and comes often.
He always stands at the door and opens the door for people. Got here, the black guy was here opening doors for everybody.
And that's his usual routine.
He does that every day.
All messed up.
Now, there's one more clip we want to show you. It's from Officer Ben Harris. Again, he's the first officer to go after Tyrone. At the scene, when describing the force he used on Tyrone, he says this.
Any strikes?
Oh yeah, head strikes. That's what broke my hand.
Head strike.
That's different from what he said in court under oath when testifying to get criminal charges against Tyrone.
At one point, when I was trying to regain control of his arm, following his initial punch swings, it appears as though when I went to grab his arm, these fingers became jammed in his forearm and bent over all the way to my palm, as demonstrated like this.
After we broke the story, the Maricopa County Attorney's Office reversed course and dismissed the criminal charges against Tyrone. And in the coming days, his attorneys tell us they plan to file a notice of claim. That's basically the first step in a lawsuit. I'm investigator Dave Biskobing.
Thank you, Dave. Steve, Citizen Steve, what'd you think of how they treated Mr. McAlpin?
Man, I don't even know where to start.
Do you think, like, let's go just to the beginning of the video when they made contact with him. Do you think he was trying to bring his hand up to his ear? Because the cop gets out, he's on his left side. Tyrone goes like this. Is he trying to point to his ear? He's deaf, muscle memory. He probably was. I'm going to go with he probably was.
But even before that. So there was a report of an altercation at the store.
Correct.
And a guy is walking away.
Correct.
And then the actual bad guy points out Tyrone.
The white guy. Correct.
So, of course, and we know the cops didn't do what they should have done. But they went over to Tyrone. They didn't just like stop in front of him, get out and say, hey, we need to talk to you.
Correct.
It's not like he went and shot somebody. He's just accused of an altercation.
Right. They went after him like it was an armed robbery or something.
Ran at him and jacked him. Like,
correct.
How many times did you get out of your car because someone may have been involved in something and ran at them and just started beating on them?
Never. Look, I love violence as much as the next guy, but you got to do it the right way and the right people. You don't want to be beating the wrong guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's disheartening. Words matter. You have to listen. She told him everything he needed to know, and yet they still went after him. And what they should have done, it should have been a consensual stop, meaning they should have gotten out of the car. Sir, I need to talk to you. Can you come over here? Had they done that proper and parked about 20, 30 yards away, you got to give the guy space. Anytime you roll up on anybody real close, cop or not, you're gonna get whoa, what are you doing, right? That's normal. So you want to give them 20 yards or so. So this way they see you, right? Then you jump out. Hey, sir, can I talk to you? Come over here for a second. Within 5-10 seconds, you'll know whether he's deaf, maybe he might be impaired, or if he has any physical disabilities, i.e. like, wheelchair, crutches, fake leg, whatever.
Or if they're going to run.
Now you give them time to run. That's why if there's two of you, one of you call up in front of him and the other guy stay behind him. So now he's either going to run left or right. So, but the way they came out on him was not, in my opinion, as a cop, that was not a consensual stop. They got out on him like as if he just committed a felony crime.
Right.
Which he didn't.
He's walking. If that was me, all of a sudden these cops or anybody jumps out of a car.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to stand there and let them beat me.
Yeah. You're going to defend yourself.
Right.
Right. And as you should. If you're walking down the street and cops start beating you, you're allowed to defend yourself. You can also say, why are you beating me? But see, he was deaf and he couldn't speak. And the video of them just beating on him and just punching him back over and over on his back, on his ribs. I know he had broken ribs on his right side. That's just not acceptable. Punching on the head, again, not acceptable. Punching people in the police world does not get the results that you think you're going to get. punching people, just don't do it in law enforcement. Please stop punching people. You're going to break your hands. You always break something. It's not good. You're better to slap or just use jujitsu. Like I always say, the gentle art. It looks great on camera. It's not very hard, and you're not hurting people. So it looks way better.
Or breaking your hand on somebody's skull.
Yeah, and you're punching a head is dumb. I've never punched somebody in the head because I've learned in my early days boxing and stuff. If you punch in the head, especially bare knuckle, you're going to break your metacarpals. The union said they were appalled by the suspension, which I thought was utterly disgusting. They should have been suspended more. I mean, this is going to be pretty big, and I think Mr. McAlpin deserves whatever he gets, because I think he was severely mistreated and severely beaten. And I think the cops, they know what they did. They didn't even do their due diligence to find out the beginnings of what they even had. They just jumped out and enjoyed beating somebody. So that's a concern as far as what are they teaching? How are they training these guys down in Phoenix? They just jump out and start beating people. Again, that's not acceptable. We work for the people. We're not against the people. We're with the people, and we work with the people, citizens and the regulars, to fight crime and get to the bad guys. So that beating was not within policy. Bullshit. Don't tell me that beating was in policy. Especially the tasing. You tased him multiple times. Punched him probably anywhere from 10 to 30 times. Kicked him. No, that was not within policy. Sorry. So anyway, big lawsuit is coming. Mr. McAlpin, I apologize that happened to you, sir. And whatever you get, you fully deserve. I hope you see this video someday. So, Steve, you got anything to add to Mr. McAlpin?
No. Again, yeah, he deserves what he gets and more.
Steve saw the video and he was in shock and havoc. Yeah. He was in shock and havoc, people. It is a hard video to watch, but so. All right. Thanks for watching. For all of those still serving, have a safe tour of duty. Make a difference in someone's life. Stay classy, Las Vegas.
1 Sam 5 and 1 Sam 6, copy of 425 call.
Copy. 1 Sam 5 en route.
1 Sam 6, copy, en route.